Okay. Go to view page. Thought I hit it.
Sorry.
Three, two, one. Skip ahead. 5.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hold on. Ugh. I hate when I do it. Did I really just do that?
What did you do?
Hmm?
What did you do?
I'm trying to make the window small so you can see yourself in real time instead of. Oh my God. There we go. There we go. No, it just wasn't cooperating with me, which annoys me. Yes, yeah, that's as far as it'll go. And there we go. So you spent all day playing. Ah, we're live. Did you see? I mean, it's not ridiculous.
You can't drag it to the side of the screen because then it'll just maximize.
Well, all I wanted to do. Welcome, Tony. I'm glad you were able to catch it.
Yeah.
Okay. How's it look on YouTube?
Fine.
Does it look? We're not all squiggly or anything.
No. This is what it is.
Are we
right
in
now.
1080?
You have to put up the quality. I'm on 720.
You're on 720?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine because we're doing it in 1080. So, welcome to our Q&A. I don't know how many people are here.
8.
8? We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not bad. So Miss Victoria spent the entire day playing Until Dawn.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't all day, it was all night.
It was all night?
Last night, yeah.
How long last night? And what time did you go to bed?
3.
Was the dog sleeping?
Yeah.
You're gonna spill this onto the computer, and then that's gonna be the end of the show. What do you think of that? 3 o'clock. So she beat the game today, and
It took me about 8 hours.
8 hours? Because I looked it up online when you texted me this morning, and you said, "Oh, hey, I'm almost done with the game," and I said, "There's no way." I looked it up and said 8.5 hours.
Yeah. And it didn't really take me that long. Because I started playing it as soon as you gave it 6?
Mm-hmm.
You gave it to me around 6, and then I stopped around 3 in the morning because I thought I was going to the gym in the morning.
That didn't happen?
I got up and Grammy texted me that she didn't want to go, so I was like, oh, I could sleep.
How was the dog?
She was good.
Okay. Well, let's get right to it. Whole bunch of things are going on. Next Wednesday is finally the giveaway, and you're going to be drawing the names of the box of goodness.
Oh.
And we've got to put all those names into the box of goodness, which means that on 2 videos you have to collect every single name that's into a word that you're going to be starting the games that you like once you get a little braver.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm. Also, next Wednesday night after we're done here, I've been asked to do an interview for Barry Reynolds. He asked me to do a live interview on his channel. So we're going to see what that's about. I guess I went through the list of people that he interviewed. He's interviewed quite a few people, so wants to interview my site.
Who's that?
He is a gentleman that does interviews and board game reviews on YouTube.
Barry?
Barry Reynolds. There you go. Also, I asked everybody in a painting video the other day if they wanted to see Talisman, or did they want to see something else? And so far, I really haven't. We were supposed to, but I'm always so worried that nothing's going to work, so I decided to go a little bit earlier. There you go. So we're going to do Talisman on Saturday. We're going to start that about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's a long afternoon. I'm trying in the afternoon, yeah. We're not going to start
Do that earlier.
Huh?
Do that earlier.
Well, if we go 1 o'clock, it should go to about 6 or 7.
There was one time we were out here, and
but we also
started at like 11.
Yeah, but we had 6
and
people.
It was until 8.
8, yeah. But we had 6 people, and if you remember, Lex was with you, and she didn't know how to play it too well. It was me, Justin, you, Lex, and the other dude there. I forget his name.
It was your buddy that came over.
Yeah.
Yeah, glasses.
No, he was the guy. How you doing, Sparrow? He was the dude from the Ocala Garrison thing, which was just too far, and that's a whole nother story. But that was the last time he was here, and we did the full game on this table. We're gonna put the leaf.
Probably. Yeah. Because it was when we were in Connecticut and it was in the basement.
Yeah. We played the first edition. Justin always liked it. Then Janice always liked it. So it just became this whole thing that when we play Talisman, we have to play it with everything, and it becomes a whole event. And it's like our Super Bowl. Make it how it is going to pretty much.
That Justin would go after me. So I have a feeling that
he knows that if he goes after you, I'm going after him.
Yeah, it's kind of true. It's kind of true.
Because if he goes after you early, then I get annoyed. I go, okay, you're going to be a punk already? Because the rule is supposed to be we leave each other alone until the game gets going.
Yeah.
But he never follows that rule. And he's not going to attack Janice because he's afraid of Janice.
No, it's not that he's afraid of Janice. He just doesn't want her to be all moody for the rest of the game.
Yeah, she will be moody. Here, take a sip of this water because it's making me nervous. Near the computer and all the games we have here.
I was using it last night. I was.
No, we didn't play Uno. No, it was something else. It was, oh, God. If I can think about it.
It wasn't any, like, dungeon crawl
Tesoro?
or...
Tesoro?
No.
No. It wasn't. Oh, it was the horse racing game.
Oh, yeah.
Home stretch.
Yep.
There you go. Greeting from the frozen state of Wisconsin. It must be very cold this time of year, Daniel. And we know it. We're originally from the Northeast, but it doesn't get as cold as Wisconsin. The shirt is Harley Quinn. That's her jacket.
Huh?
And what's on the inside of it? Oh, yeah. Oh, give me water.
You open it up.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh.
You open it up. It's reversible, and the Joker's on the other side, but I don't really care that much about the other side.
You just care about the Harley Quinn side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Could always use a timer. A timer. No, you have no idea how that game goes. It's like it's kind of like a battle royal, like on the WWE, or as I call it, the WWF, everybody kind of circles around for a little bit, looking at each other, just feeling each other out. And then that's when it all goes bad because somebody makes a move. Usually it's somebody on me. Hey, Colin, how are you? Go ahead.
Colin said, "Did you see the news that GW is build and paint 40K model kits for sale in toy shops?"
No, I did not see that. I'm going to have to take a look at that. That's very, very interesting. I think that's, wow. Maybe it'll be a little bit easier to work on than some of than this betrayal of Cowlith. Oh my God, it's a billion pieces. I started working on it and I just got to the point where I just kind of clipped everything and I said, okay, you know what? I'll glue this another day because my head's going to explode.
Uncle May says, "Hiya, glad I made it. I am a huge fan of Thor in the background. Do you guys like comic characters?" And then he says, "Ooh, the Fantastic Four poster that's behind me."
Actually, they're metal tins, and the girls got them for me to put on the back wall. They know I'm a big comic book fan. I've always been a huge, huge comic book fan.
We got them from Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby.
These, yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to get some more of them. It's a.
Can't see that one.
Yeah. And fantastic. Yeah, yeah. Usually, I'm gonna probably get some more and really fill up the room once I get everything kind of squared away. Now that we.
You gotta put them like all down the doors.
Yep, very true. Very true.
And then you have the poster that I got you on the fridge over here.
Yeah, you got me Harlequin with
It's-
It's all Batman and all the
It's
villains.
got the Riddler, Catwoman, Poison Ivy, Two-Face, Harley Quinn, Batman, and Joker, and they're all playing poker on the table.
Yep. Very true.
So.
There you go. Yeah, no, we've always liked comic books. What's your favorite comic book right now? Because you've been reading a lot of comic books.
I've been updating myself on the Suicide Squad since the movie's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was reading another comic the other day. Justice League, because they just announced that they're gonna have Justice League for Teen Titans. It's gonna be a kids show. They're rebooting the Teen Titans.
The way you like it, though?
From what I've seen, yeah.
Huh.
It's not like a stupid like cartoon or something. You know how like the new Teen Titans is just worthless. It's just like they don't really care about fighting evil. It's all about just eating pizza and farting and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not too much fun.
But the new one looks pretty serious.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
So, Miss Victoria, we'll start with you. Who is your top favorite characters in Comicverse? It's a hard one.
Harley Quinn, obviously.
Yeah.
All the like Suicide Squad and like the DC comics are like really great. Probably Harley Quinn, Black Cat, and Lady Loki. Since I actually cosplay all of them anyways.
Yeah, true. Mine would have to be Fantastic Four, then Thor.
It's 3 favorite characters.
Hmm?
It's your 3 favorite characters.
Oh.
You can't do the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's true. Boy, if I had to pick characters, then it would have to be. I'm trying to think who would be in third because I know who's in second and first.
You got Nova.
Nova's number 1. Thor's number 2. Number 3.
Silver Surfer?
Galactus.
Okay.
Galactus would be third. There you go. But he's a bad guy.
Well, there's nothing wrong about that. Loki's a bad guy.
Yeah, that's true. I don't have my glasses on, so you gotta read.
Okay. Colin said the news is on the Bell of Lost Souls site.
Mm-hmm.
The chat won't take a link, as you might be simpler kits.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Uh, GW is really trying to track that, and I think Sam and I talked about it to some extent, that you really got to go after the father and son type of crowd right now, and really just get back to basics with board games, because things are just kind of out of control with that whole hobby, and then hopefully, it all fits into place. Go ahead.
Joe says, I would watch Talisman, but I'll watch anything you guys do.
Oh, thank you, Joe.
Tony said, could do a fake link our
Use
spaces in between dots. Okay, so he was talking to Colin.
That's okay. French guy.
Friggin' guy.
Friggin'
guy says Teen Titan Go is really bad. I actually really agree with that. That's one when I was just talking about the new cartoon about it.
I'm surprised, because it was almost kind of like the one that you used to watch.
Not at all.
Not at all?
No.
I mean, I only saw like an episode.
I got really excited because like they stopped the Teen Titans, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Teen Titans, because I see the comment that says Tony said the older Teen Titans was okay. I think the older Teen Titans show was really good because it had a plot, and it was really serious a lot of times, really dark for a kids show.
Which was worse, the reboot of that, or a reboot of Powerpuff Girls?
Probably the reboot of that, because they just
blew it up.
They blew it up. I haven't seen the reboot of Powerpuff.
I thought they rebooted the Powerpuff Girls.
I think they're going to do that. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it.
Those were all her favorites when she was
Well,
a kid.
The Powerpuff Girls are meant to be like and fighting the bad people, and then it's just like from that to Teen Titans Go, which is literally just like them running around like idiots.
How's it? Does this look a lot better than it did last week? If somebody can look at Batman. And Tony, of course, he said that.
He said Teen Titan was okay. Brett says, what is your favorite spray prime to use for models?
I usually use... See, this is like an infomercial now. Oh, nice of you to use. Sponsor. Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch. 2x Ultra Cover Spray, Primer, and Paint. Bonds to plastic. That's what we like to use. Here, I'll pull it even closer so you guys can get a good look at it. I usually use this, or I'll use the Army Builder stuff and such.
Let's see.
Are we going backwards?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, after that, Deadpool?
Friggin' guy said Deadpool. Question mark, so he's probably...
The only reason that we don't like Deadpool is because we would run into bathrobe.
Deadpool, I really like him as a comic book character. He's really, like, he's sarcastic, and he's got a foul mouth, which is what's funny about it.
Right.
I'm really excited for the new movie. It's literally, what day is it today?
It's February
27th. It's coming out February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. In the advertising for it has been hilarious, because it's actually showing Deadpool before with his girlfriend.
Right.
And they're making it look like a really romantic movie since it's coming out on Valentine's Day. But I don't like Deadpool cosplayers, because they take such a good comic book character, total idiot. They think that since they have a mask on, they can just act however they want to, like really inappropriate to girls and stuff like that.
Yeah, we've run into that a few times, and I've had to intercede a little bit.
Gonzalez Lopez says, hello, painting some more Descent, more pics, Rob. You guys keep...
My email is very easy to find. Send me all the pictures you can, usually the beginning of the month or an end of the month. I usually take everybody's pictures, and I put them up on on either my segment Painting 101, or I just run them here, and just really try to give you guys some exposure. Not so much exposure, but you guys work hard. You guys are inspired, and I want everybody to see how that anybody can paint. Go ahead, Miss.
Uncle May said, mine is Spider-Man. My name Uncle May or Uncle Ben, and Aunt May combined.
There we go. Now we know. We figured that one out.
Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom's a good one, yeah.
Yeah, Doctor Doom's cool.
Superman. Have you guys played HeroClix in past or present? And any other collectible game?
We've played. We used to have a ton of HeroClix.
Yeah, I actually have the Nova one in my room.
No, I have him somewhere. No, oh, he's actually in
There's
my.
somebody up here. I remember that.
No, I put him into the cabinet with all the Godzilla stuff.
I have a Nova one in my room.
Yep. Yeah, we always enjoyed HeroClix. We used to like Mech Warrior. Remember that?
Yep.
The Mech Warrior click things. Those were pretty cool. And then we played Magic for a little while, but then we went to a tournament, and then that's when Magic was gone forever.
Yeah.
And we just said, this is really, really stupid. What else collectible did we used to play?
We used to play Pokemon.
And Pokemon, that was another one, yeah. You guys played Pokemon until you couldn't see. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's pretty much it. Go ahead.
Let's see.
I think it's Ricardo.
Ricardo said, do you ever back Kickstarter games?
I do not back Kickstarter games. I don't believe in it. It's not that I'm against it. It's just I've seen every horror tale that you can possibly have through a Kickstarter, and it's really definitely kind of scary how bad things can get with a Kickstarter. I mean, I've gotten things that I just go into a retail store that a lot of people didn't even get their Kickstarter stuff, and then all the extra stuff that never shows up, and then the logistics. And a matter of fact, today I got a letter. Actually, if you guys go to my highs and lows of with Mantic Games or Dungeon Saga, I got a letter from Mantic, and they were just saying how they were partially watching my review, and that they agreed with everything that I said in there, because I wasn't cruel about anything in there. But it's another Kickstarter where there's just complete disappointment all the time, and for me, it just doesn't work. Jamstrat, how you doing? The Family Showdown. Everybody should go and subscribe to the Family Showdown, because Mimi, I think when we go to the Dice Tower, if I can get you a ticket, I'll see if I can get you a ticket. I think we're going to challenge them and their 2 kids to anything.
The
Family Showdown. It's a husband and his wife, and he has 2 daughters.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
We'll have to play something against them. We'll take them on live. Maybe we'll stream it. Yeah, looking good. That's good. Looking good.
Tony said, most of your videos skip over the prep work for painting. Once you mentioned the difference between white and black primer, but didn't say how to choose the primer and how to prep for paint session.
I did do that, and I did it in a board game breakfast. It was one of my first painting miniatures 101. I can do another one when I start my next project. Maybe I'll even do it live, so you can. Well, no, I don't want to ruin the camera if there's some spray back. Yeah, I can tape something. I can tape some prep. Usually I just. Matter of fact, if you go back, I even show you how to spray and how to make a station so you can do primer. if you go back in my videos, you'll see quite a bit. I've covered quite a bit. I've got almost 500 videos, so I have covered a lot of stuff. The problem is just going back and trying to find half the stuff. Sometimes you just got to do it over again, as the channel grows.
Family Crew says, "Is your whole crew coming to the Dice Tower Con?"
I'm not too sure on that. I've got to take. Oh.
I'm gonna skip to this question.
Wait, hold on. Let me just finish answering this one. I'm not too sure if we're going to go, and I mean we're all going to go, or it's just me. I'm pretty sure it depends on their schedules and whatnot. I'm going to see if I can get a couple tickets for them. I doubt it. I know possibly I might be able to get one ticket for Victoria, so it just might be Victoria and I. And that's the way that's looking.
Uncle May. I'm just skipping down here because that's kind of important.
Okay.
He says, "Is there any way Vic can get a mic in the future? I have to turn up my sound at times to hear her."
All right, let's see if I can turn it up here. Go ahead, talk.
Hello. Unless I have to just talk louder. You can move the camera between us, or a little bit forward.
How's that?
So that it's closer to me because you're leaning.
Well, that's probably not helping anything either. Or you can come a little closer, young lady. All right, back to the questions.
Where are we at?
I think Colin.
Worst plastic war games. Figures to put together were Zvezda, Ring of Rule. Roman Undead came in about 14 to 16 bits. Should gamers be allowed to take? And feather figure designers.
Tar and feather designers.
Tar?
I think he meant tar. Tar and feather.
Okay.
I think just me and Rebecca are going, but you're on. I think the big thing to do is, like that Alien versus Predator. I was watching a couple videos that people had done on it, and I'm going to be doing a whole thing on it. As a matter of fact, that's going to be my review. Just so you guys know, this week for the Dice Tower, I'm going to go and do the whole Alien versus Predator thing. This is driving me crazy. Hold on for a second. There we go. All right, there. Because I'm out of sequence and it's driving me nuts. I think the best thing I can do is tell you that I've been trying to research a little more. If you're a beginning painter or something like that, and I think that's where I'm really trying to go with some of my segments and some of the things that I do, is to teach you guys, the beginners, hey, stay away from this. As cool as it looks, it's really just too much and it could be overwhelming, or at least give you the heads up so you know what you're getting yourself into. Too many times, even if you look at some of the Games Workshop stuff, I mean, you get it and you go, oh my God, I'm going to be here for the rest of my life. I think a lot of times I understand that part of the hobby and part of the fun of the hobby is to possibly, put things together and stuff like that. But I think it just gets a little carried away when they just overdo it. And I think it's more to protect from people copying the miniatures, taking and doing now what they have is those 3D printers, and that's a lot of it's to protect it. Go ahead.
Where were we? There's too many of them.
No, that's okay. That's good.
I've been to, friggin' guy says, I've been to 2 Magic Friday nights. Killed the game for me.
Exactly. Matter of fact, you went a couple times with us.
I was so young too, and that was just so wrong.
Well, the thing, actually, about 2 years ago you went.
To remember a Magic game?
Yeah, remember when Justin, myself.
It was Justin. The last one that I went to was Justin's ex-girlfriend, you and I.
Exactly.
So that wasn't 2 years ago. That was probably
4 years?
4 or 5 years ago. So I remember for a fact that I was
so you're
really,
still
really
16,
young.
15.
14.
How old are you?
19.
Oh.
Like 20 in like 2 months.
I can't remember. You know, I'm getting old. Go
But
easy
like,
on me.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I mean, Magic is a pretty good game, to be fair,
The guy
because
spent the whole time hitting on her. There were like these two guys just going, "Oh, I'd love to teach you how to play Magic."
yeah, I mean,
They were ready to give you
when
all their cards. I
when
have
I was
this
in
ultra rare. Can
when
I give it to you?
when I was a senior in high school, some of my friends would play it too. So I would bring the deck that I built to school, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, as soon as they find out that just like a girl that likes Magic, you know, they go freaking crazy, man. I'm serious.
I believe it.
It was so weird because I mean I like the game in general, so I went to the tournament with you guys, but it was just like people there. I just no.
And it's a shame because there are a lot of good people that play Magic and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
there's
It's
like
just that rare
there's only a handful of
5%.
good people.
Well, I mean, it's
At the
just some of the
tournament.
people that try to be so aggressive and take it so seriously.
Yeah.
This is how I make a living. Listen, dude, if you knew how I make a living, you wouldn't even want to be around me.
The Family Showdown said just me and Rebecca going, but you are on.
You betcha.
You ready to fix that
We'll,
thing
we'll
with
be
the
we'll be
mic?
looking for you. Don't hide on us.
Travis says, thanks again for your guidance, Rob. I just sent you pics of my painted Cyclades minis. Is that what I said?
Cycles.
Cyclades?
Yes,
Okay.
something like that.
Tony said, "Is it a lot to wad? It is a lot to wad through, breaking some of that stuff as its own video and making it searchable." He said, by the title keywords, etc., would help a lot.
You got to remember when I started a lot of this, it was with an iPad, and I was just going around taping things, not knowing what I was doing. We've come quite a far way, but we still have a lot of things to do. So, you know, maybe revisiting a lot of things and redoing some things, like a couple of games that we had taped a long time ago, we ended up redoing. Like, we actually have a playthrough of Talisman up already, but it was so poorly done on such a poor camera. It was just time to do another one. So there you go. You know, we'll get there. This is a work. You know, it's you know, you're learning the ins and outs, and you know, we're not as professional as we would like to be, but you know, something we're getting there, and we're learning a lot of things, aren't we?
Yeah. Let's see. Joe said, any chance of playlist being created for your channel so videos are easier to find? That's kind of one thing that I was thinking too.
Well, you can do that.
Because it's all like, you just click on videos and you gotta scroll all the way through this gigantic list.
I know.
So you can make like a section like live paintings, game night, conventions.
Yeah.
So like if somebody wants to see something in general, they'll just go to that album and then see the videos in that album instead of scrolling down.
Well, since you're on the payroll now. Actually, it's just me paying her out of my pocket. Why don't you do some of this stuff for me while, you know, I'm doing more important stuff like making painting videos, dice tower videos, videos about videos.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Next.
Uncle May said sweet as now. He says in parentheses, sweet as now.
Oh, sweet as now. Awesome Lady
awesome
Loki costume, by the way. Yeah, she...
Where'd you see that? Oh, wait, it's my
I believe
it's my profile picture on here.
Well, not only that, but there's a video in here too.
Yeah.
Remember I did some videos that I put up of you in your cosplays?
Yeah. Colin said, by the way, hello to you both and thanks for the interesting videos you and the family produce. When can we see a Let's Play of you and Victoria playing Ogre Designers Edition?
That monster over
there.
Yep. Well, they're waiting. You can answer that one.
It's just really intimidating by the size of the box.
It's not intimidating. It's a very, very easy game. You would actually like it. But we got the next couple weekends kind of booked up with some things, but first couple weekends in February are booked up. We are going to be doing an Arcadia Quest night because I'm going to kind of do, because next week starts Battling Brushes back up. By the way, keep your eyes out for it. And Sam and I are getting going on that. I figured while I'm painting it, I'm going to do a little segment for my Painting 101 on it. And then I figured next Saturday that would be a great game to watch, because I'd like to try to do 2 cameras with that, and also 2 cameras with this Saturday. We're going to be experimenting, and I'm going to need your help trying to figure out how to do 2 cameras.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
Yes. One thing, not complaining, but asking if they can see us while we play. And then we're gonna do some miniature games. I think maybe we'll be doing some of this.
Is that from
All Quiet on the Martian Front. There you go. That will be awesome because the table will be made up real cool, and then we'll have a lot of fun with that, I think.
Uncle May said, have you heard much about the new Blood Bowl? And do you see yourself getting back into it?
I never left it. The hard thing with playing Blood Bowl is it's a 2-player game. I wish they had some kind of 4-player variant. I think I could probably do that where everybody would play. I mean, I have every team. I have I have Blood Bowl. I have Death Zone, so we could play leagues. I just don't have people. I think the thing. I think the thing about it is I'll probably get the new one just for sentimental value, maybe because the miniatures will be redone. I'll fall into and get sucked into that because of my love for the game. But I mean, as far as really playing it all the time, probably not, because I don't think you would have an interest in it. Gore football, I don't know. That that's something, if they simplify the rules, maybe that might be something. You see, the funny thing with her is that she likes a lot of games, and that's why I kind of want to get her perspective on it. Is that you like? I mean, Talisman is a very heavy game when you add everything onto the table, and she'll sit there for 9-10 hours. But then we'll put a game out there, and you'll just sit there and go, "This may be the stupidest game in the world," and you'll fight through it.
Honestly, I admit a lot of times I'm just not really up for trying new games. That's what I don't like. I don't like change. So it's kind of like, hey, let's play this random game. I'm
Right.
just kind of just like, oh, this is gonna stink. But then sometimes, it's all right.
But there's been some new games that we introduced, and you've gone, I really like that.
Like that game that we played the other day.
The Castle Panic.
Castle Panic was good.
Dungeon Saga.
That's it.
And that's if you guys get a chance, take a look at that letter that Manic wrote to me, and I responded to him. We'll see if they respond. Of course, over in England right now, it's late, so I don't think we'll get a response today. But I'll be curious if they write back, because he kind of ended up, well, best wishes. So I went, well, wait a minute, hold on here. I got the Return of Valdor, and I'm missing pieces. Okay, you didn't see all the highs and lows. I go, nobody's responded. Okay, you admitted that you messed up, but what's going to make me go get Kings of War that I want to do a review for? What I decide to do as far as miniature games is what I'm going to show them. What are you going to do to make me want to show and take the time to make a video and go, here, Dice Tower, here, 115,000 people, take a look at this. This might have some interesting. And I think that's a really important aspect. And not to mention the 1,300 that I have here. And oh, by the way, if you guys get a chance, go to Board Game Links and pass it forward. Upvote me, please. The Starlet girls got ahead of us again, I think. The ones that go to Patron or whatever it is, and they do a nice job. I actually like them, but the thing that kills me is that they put in there that they need per episode. I think it's like $150 for makeup or something like that. Okay. How much did it cost you to get ready for this video?
Nothing.
Okay, just want to check.
Uncle May said, "What do you do for a living?"
I cannot tell you. Go ahead.
I've already answered that question before.
Yes. I work for the military. I cannot say.
Joseph Lynn says, "Coming in late. Have you narrowed down any games for an ongoing dungeon crawl for the show?"
You know, after all this love and hate with this Dungeon Saga thing, you know, and you guys really liking that game, I think we're going to start the campaign, and we were thinking of doing that. That's where I'm leaning towards, but there's like 19 other things I can do, like the Alien versus Predator thing. I mean, you really like that.
Yeah, it was okay.
Once you start figuring it out.
I was really confused at the beginning because the aliens are so weak, but that's kind of one of the reasons
they're weak
why you have, like,
if you put them in front.
You know?
Well, they're weak if you put them in front of a bunch of Marines and Predators where they can just shoot at you.
How else are you gonna have to?
How many times in the movie they just jump out and they go, "Bleh."
Okay, in the movies, the aliens were kind of like equivalent to the Predators.
Okay.
They were just as strong. The Predators are way too OP in that game, and that's what upsets me very much.
Well, there you go. Next.
Let's see. I avoid game stores on Friday nights, says the Family Showdown.
I try to avoid them all the time, except when I have to go get stuff.
I try to avoid GameStops.
GameStops?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, why's that?
I either get aggressively hit on or treated like I'm really, really stupid. Because I went to go pick up the new Resident Evil game that came out for the PlayStation 4 that we pre-ordered.
Right.
And this girl, now I don't want to be like, when I'm picking up the game, she's handing the game to me. She's like, "For $3, do you want 1 year insurance on this game?" And I'm just like, "No, you know, I take care of my discs. Nothing's gonna happen. Why are you stealing my water?"
Okay, you can have a sip out of this. We can share the same thing. You know, we're from the same family. You know how neurotic I get.
So.
Because you knock water over all the time.
Anyway. And she says to me, she goes and she looks me dead in the eyes. "You do know that if you scratch the game, you need to pay for another disc?" And I'm going, "Yeah." She goes, any human being would know that. Like, have you ever scratched like a CD, like a music CD in your car, and you're like, "Oh, it's scratched. No, this doesn't work anymore."
Yeah.
When you scratch a disc, it's not gonna work anymore. You don't have to treat me like I'm stupid.
Very true. Very true.
So.
Next question.
Oh boy. She just family friend or not a daughter?
That is my son's girlfriend. I think she's gonna end up being more than his girlfriend.
I don't know.
You don't know? What's your thoughts?
Possibly, maybe.
I think so. I think we'll keep her.
Anyways, Colin said, "Victoria, the box is huge, but the original came in a smaller, in a bag smaller.
Came in a little bag about this
than
big.
Than a greeting card." He says, "Imagine you controlling a city-sized tank running over your dad." That's pretty funny.
Yeah, remember when I was making those tanks and I was putting them in the thing?
Yeah.
You forgot about that.
Okay, Joe said, "Has anyone asked both of your thoughts on the Walking Dead game from Mantic?"
Have you seen it?
No. Not at all, actually. No.
It's coming out. It's in Kickstarter, which means you're not going to see it till the end. You're not going to see it for 2 years.
I'm really skeptical on Kickstarter kind of stuff.
Oh, me too.
So.
Me too. The only thing that works for Kickstarter is to raise money for your channel, and we don't do that.
Yeah. What is your favorite Mage Wars mage?
Ooh,
From Joseph.
Mage Wars mage. I like the Beast Lord guy. I played that at the Dice Tower. I was playing some kid, and he had me. And then I didn't know what I was doing because it was the first time I played the game, and somehow I cast some kind of thing, and I just won, and I felt horrible about it. But he goes, "Oh, I had a real good time." But yeah, I mean, he was like smacking me around. You know, it's one of those things where they're going, "Oh, and this is how you do this, and by the way, you just take 10 damage."
Like,
And I'm like, "Okay,
gee, thanks,
well,
bub.
thanks, kid." And he goes, "Oh, guess what? You didn't know this, but let me explain this rule on how you multiply all these things. And now I have 500 of them.
Yeah.
And this is how you do it." "Oh, is that what that card was for?" "Yeah." But he was having such a good time. And at the end, he was so gracious, and I told him, I thanked him so much for showing me how to play the game. He was such a cute kid.
Zachary. That's my friend Zach. Hi, Zach.
Oh.
He says that game wall looks like some of my friends' games wall. He says looks awesome. Let's talk about this game wall.
It goes on for quite some time.
Yeah. Uncle May. He said, "What kind of games does Vic like?" Or Vic's top 20 games. Wife and I love playing D&D, adventure games, and Eldritch horror.
Well, there you go. What would your top 20 games be? We know what number.
Well, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna sit
How about
here.
a top
and,
10?
I'm not gonna sit here and put them in order because that
Well,
would
you
just
need
take too long. I can't.
No, we got time.
My favorite game is Talisman. We all know this. It's been repeated like 20 times. If you guys don't know, my favorite game is Talisman. Arkham Horror is okay. Zombicide would probably be my second, actually.
Zombicide, you can.
Yeah.
Zombicide 2. I'm trying to think what you played. Skullville is definitely not one of your favorites.
I'd say that's my 59th favorite game.
I'm trying to think.
There's
What about Distillers?
Yeah, Distillers. I like Tumbling Dice. I like
What about Love Letter Batman?
Yeah, Love Letter Batman is probably like it's a top. Second or third favorite game because I mean we had really fun with that one.
Yeah, we played that a lot.
Camel Cup.
Camel Cup. Colt Express.
Yeah, that one was pretty good too. Colt Express was fun.
God.
Machikoro was pretty good.
Machikoro. She likes that one. Well, there you go.
So.
You'll have to think about it and come up with a big
spot and be like, "What's your top 10 favorite?" I can't list them off accurately because I forget some of the games that I play most of the time.
Well, there you go. We'll have to make a video of Victoria's top 10. There you go.
So, let's see. Zach said, "I'm trying to remember that one game that's a dungeon crawler. I'm trying to remember the name of it." Well, there's tons of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of dungeon crawlers.
Tons of dungeon crawlers.
Dungeon crawlers are my thing. I'm such a sucker for dungeon crawlers.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's good. Family Showdown said, "Going off of what Uncle May said, have you thought about the top 10s to get a better feel for the games that you like? You and Victoria like." So that's your question now.
What my top 10 are?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I definitely have my top 10. My top 10 would go off the top of my head. See, mine would be kind of weird though because it kind of bounces all over the place. A Milton Bradley game called Carrier Strike would come in at number 10. It was from my childhood. You would have these carriers, and you would have little numbers on the airplanes, and they would fly out and attack each other, and you would send torpedoes out. It was one of those Milton Bradley games that was just so good. That would be probably number 10. Number 9 would be Warfighter by DVG Games. I really like that game. Grand Europa, or Second Front. It's a huge World War II game. The maps would take up this entire room. Number 7 would be Super Dungeon Explorer, which is another one of your favorites.
Yeah.
Number 6 would be Space Hulk. Number 5. So that would be number 5. Number 4 would be Ogre. Just have a sentimental value for that. Number 3. Number 3, I would have to say, oh boy. See, it's so hard because there's so many games that are my favorite. I would have to say, Man of War, the old Warhammer ship game. I love that game. Number 2, Warhammer Quest, my all-time favorite dungeon crawl, which is almost Dungeon Saga. And if they can get a few things squared away, Warhammer Quest might take a little bit of a tumble. But my number 1 all-time game, pretty easy, Blood Bowl. I love Blood Bowl. I am the master of Blood Bowl. There you go. Next.
Zach said he thinks it's Descent.
Descent.
That game is pretty
Descent
awesome.
comes in at 11 for me. Only because it's too orange slicey.
Orange slicey?
Meaning that, you know, people don't... When I play a dungeon crawl, I want people to die. I mean, there's got to be that risk when you're going in. Oh God, do we want to go through there? Do we want to power up? Or do we want to do this or we want to do that? And then all of a sudden, you go through the door and then there's this huge monster. He wipes your entire party out. There's no risk. Descent, oh, he'll miss this much or that much. And that's... When Justin and I played it, he kind of looked at me and went, really? Okay. You know, you want to feel like you have a chance that you could die and be out of the game. And that's where you really get that cooperative aspect of a lot of games, is by working together. We don't work well together as a family in cooperative games.
Oh no.
We're trying to stab each other even when we're supposed to win together.
Yeah, we were playing Castle Panic the other day.
And we were still trying to figure out ways to that the individual will win.
It's not yet. It's not even that. We're playing Castle Panic and you're supposed to like work together. And it was clear to see that we were almost done playing the game because we had only like 4 enemies left. And then Justin goes, Janice wanted to give me one of her cards to help me take some of the people out. And then Justin goes, don't do it. I'm like, excuse me? He goes, don't do it because it's at the end of the game. We're going to win. It's all about points now. I go, well.
Well, I think we were going to do that on Friday.
What, Castle Panic again?
But with the expansions, the Wizard Tower and the Dark Lord thing, it's supposed to make it like crazy. We were going to tape it live. But you're not going to be here?
I don't know. It depends.
Oh my God. Keep going.
Let's see. Does Myth collect dust or get any plays?
Myth is actually going to be a pick it, play it, and pick it, paint it, and play it. We did that with the Alien vs. Predator game. We're going to do that with Myth. The problem with Myth is I got just the standard collection. I finally got the 2.0 book, and now I want to get some of the figures and all that stuff. I want to paint it all and play it, and we're gonna do that live. There you go.
Let's see. Joe said, "Thank you for calling it Camel Cup."
It is Camel Cup, and we have the expansion. We love that game, and oh my God, if Justin sings Camel Cup one more time.
What would we even like call it other than Camel Cup though?
Camel Cup. I don't know. Camel Up. Oh, Camel Up. People call it Camel Up. It's Camel Cup. It's a race.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because it looks like Camel Up. It looks that way, but it's Camel
Cup. No, it's the C in both of it.
Yeah.
It's put it both of the words, so it's Camel Cup.
Yeah, but people call it Camel Up.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. I gotta scroll back up.
Can you guys hear her now?
Axel.
You need to talk louder, by the way.
Axel said, "Thank you for all the inspiration you have contributed for my family's board gaming hobby. You can say it has brought my family together, and we're playing board games every day. Thank you."
Thank you very much for that. I will tell you this much, and I think we say it every time we're online here, is that the whole point of this channel is we try to help a lot of people, and we try to make a difference in people's lives. And the most important thing is to just be very, very real, because too many people are out there trying to take your money. Oh, I'll paint a couple more figures, and if you support me on Patreon or whatever the heck it is, Kickstarter or whatever the new thing is, or click on the right side of my thing, and I'll keep doing this because I need you to help me support my channel. You know something? Nobody needs their channel supported, to be honest with you. You can do this. I mean, look how much content I put out, or we put out. It's because we like spending time together, and we put it out because we like to do it, and that's what it should be about. That's what YouTube really is about. Now, granted, I have no problem with people that do make money and this, that, and the other. And listen, if people want to throw me money, of course I'm going to take it. I mean, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something with it. And if I get a sponsorship, which I'm trying to work on, I don't want the sponsorship to be about me getting things, okay? Because that's what it seems to be a lot of, is a lot of people trying to beat everybody by getting this game first for free by somebody, and that builds up their egos. I mean, I can go into this for quite some time, and I don't want to, because I really think that the board game community goes through enough, and that it should be something that we're all together for a common goal. Number one, to enjoy ourselves, to learn things, to see things, and be a community together where we can help each other, look out for each other, and also have a great time. Okay, before I start running my mouth too much. You feel it? Okay, thank you. And thank you for the kind words. They're very, very moving. I've gotten a lot of beautiful letters from a lot of people, and it means the world to me. And I've read them to my family, and we've always been surprised and very thankful by how much people support this channel and how much it means to us.
Daniel said, "Showers over Camelot."
Shadows.
Yeah, I gotta go up to the screen because I got new glasses.
Okay.
Shadows over Camelot would be a cool game to watch you guys play live someday.
We played it off camera. Shadows over camera. We played it off camera one time. Oh my God. You want to talk about a train wreck. But it would be a lot of fun on tape, because trying to find the traitor. Go ahead.
Somebody said hi to each other, and Matt came on. He said, "Hi, all." Jam says,
Oh.
"Hi, Matt."
Okay.
Matt says, "Hi, Jam." Zach says, "Oh, Jesus." He says, "If you all don't work well together, it would be hilarious to put you both playing Room 25.
We have Room 25.
Do we?
Yes, we do. I have it over there. I have that and the expansion for it. It's over on the other wall.
Seems to do it. Zach said again, he says, "I join in on that. If you played Room 25, he says that game is hilarious."
It is, because there's a lot of backstab. It's a game where everybody's kind of in trying to find their way out, and it's kind of, well, you're trying to find the way out, but you want to be the one to get out first, I think.
Of a room?
No, it's many rooms, and each rooms are booby trapped and stuff like that.
Okay. Family Showdown says, "What rules do you use when you play Blood Bowl, 3rd section, or the LRB?"
The living rule book. Always the living rule book.
Okay. Matt said they can hear me fine.
They should. You got a big mouth.
Zach says she's got a high pitch and Rob's got a low pitch, and he's close to the mic. Probably would be better if it was reversed.
Let's see. Maybe
Next time. I'm not moving right now. I'm too comfortable.
okay. There you go.
Okay. Family Showdown said it was called Camel Cup, but was changed to Camel Up. Camel Cup is an actual race in Australia.
Well, there you go. See, we didn't know this.
Friggin' guy says orange slicey. What, like brunch?
No, like halftime of a soccer game. When you got a bunch of kids and you get a participation trophy. It's not how we work at this house. You either win or you lose. There's no participation trophy in this house.
Joe says,
You should watch us at Mario Kart.
I was so waiting to play it again.
Well, I'll play it. Hey, do you want to play Final Fantasy Exploration?
Possibly.
It's a new game that just came out for the DS. I'll go get it tomorrow.
Possibly.
Don't tell Mommy. She probably heard it.
Yeah, she's probably watching now.
She's probably watching right now.
We need to get software.
Shrink.
Somebody needs to tell us how to stream from the DS.
That would be fun. If you ever saw us play on the DS,
Oh yeah.
we need to figure out how to stream.
I know for a fact that there is software, like if you can plug your DS into the computer or something like that, and then there's software on here that extracts it from the DS.
Right?
Like I've definitely seen people do it before,
Mm-hmm.
but I just want to know how, because I don't want to be mean, but most of the time we have like the most fun on those games.
Yeah, we
Like
do.
Mario Kart, Mario Party, Monkey Ball.
Well, yeah, you have a great time at Mario Party because you always win.
I always win. It's just natural.
Next.
Anyways. Let's see. As cutthroat as your family is, I think Cosmic Encounter would be an awesome to see in a live play.
We have it. I would play the very basic edition with them because I know her. Well, that would be fun. I just always thought that it wouldn't be enough with just 4 people. Yeah, maybe we should do that. I think you would like Cosmic Encounter. Go ahead.
Marshall B said, have you seen the Star Wars Rebellion game? Looks awesome.
I've seen it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna paint it, and we'll see going forward. Sam and I kind of hinted to each other about maybe doing something about that with Battle and Brushes. We'll see. But it does look awesome. It'd be a great game to play. Go on.
A lot of things from Zach. Zach says the
Go ahead.
backstabbers and want to prevent you from winning. The idea is to find the control room, then get to room 25 and escape. Okay.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that. I couldn't remember what.
Oh, I missed another one. That's him explaining it above too. So there's basically room 25 is a game where everyone is trapped inside a maze by someone that is basically the game master. Oh, he's not played by anybody. The idea is that if you have enough players, 1 or 2 people, yeah, okay. Because I read the second comment and then there was another one above it.
Glad you're reading today.
Zach, he also said that there's a software for the DS for streaming. If you could send that to my Facebook, what software there is, I'd really, really appreciate it because that would be really fun.
Okay. And we could, as long as we can connect it to the YouTube, we'll stream it.
Okay. Uncle May, he said, Rob, what's your favorite brush sizes? I usually go with size 2 and 0 as my primary brushes. Also, what's your favorite detailing brush size?
I usually just use the 2 and the 0. My favorite detailing brush, let's take a look. I got the, this is probably it right here, and it is a 10. That is my favorite one that I've had for like forever.
Oh, 10/0.
Yeah. Oh, don't. A 10, and it's a, believe it or not, it's not a bristle brush. It's a nylon brush, and I've had it like forever. I don't know why. I really like it.
Cute. Pete is here.
Hey, Pete showed up.
He says, "Good evening,
We,
both."
we
Rob,
can.
well
We
done.
now can start the chat.
Rob, he says, "Rob, well done on the review for Adventurous Campaign for the Dice Tower."
Pete, did you see? If you get a chance, go to. Remember when I did that video? Dungeon Saga, My Highs and Lows with Mantic. Mantic responded, and they wrote a letter. Actually, if you go to my channel, can you go to my channel?
Yeah.
And you can read off here.
Zach just sent me the software.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Okay. You want me to go to channel?
Would anybody want to even see us stream our Mario Party? Would you be able to do the volume on it and all that stuff? I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out. Go down to me and my Dungeon Saga, because I'm gonna read it to you, what they wrote.
Where? Right here?
More videos. There's got to be more
This is
videos.
Dungeon Saga
No,
with
no, no,
Rob.
no, 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 no. My videos. Go to videos. Videos.
Okay.
Learn how to use the channel. It should be Dungeon Saga. Not rant. Dungeon Saga week. Forgive me. We're trying to figure this out now. Go more. Dungeon Saga. Oh my God.
So you need to put stuff in playlists.
Oh, there it is. Manic Games and Dungeon Saga, my ups and downs. So this is an actual letter from Mantic Games. Scroll down. Oh, why don't you read it there?
Mantic Games says, "Hi Rob, I am Ronnie, the boss man over at Mantic. Thank you for the honest review. I think you are spot on. We didn't handle the communication or timing well enough. They are very fair criticisms. However, for the following videos and the end of this one, you did like what we were trying to do. I think you described to drop the in line. Thank you for the review. Apologizing for the lows, and I am really glad you stuck with it. Best wishes, Ronnie."
Well, I replied.
You replied. You said, "Therefore, coming incomplete, and I have got no response to make it complete, to the point a very kind subscriber emails me what I was missing. The QC has been very hard to get by at time, as this is the third game something has been missing. I really do want to believe in you guys and support you guys to make but you make it hard to."
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
"I wanted you to start a Kings of War report, but I really am afraid to invest the money I want to invest."
Because I don't get my stuff for free.
He says, "because I do nothing small. To give the type of coverage you can tell me, but what you can tell me."
Oh, I must have.
"So I can tell others
But
that."
what can you
But what
tell
can you
me?
tell me so I can tell others that we as a community should go forward and back your products. I look forward to your response." And
I think that was fair. Don't you guys? All right, let's get back to reading here.
okay, well, let's see. Something Matt. He says, "Cheating, I emailed this earlier, but didn't know you were doing a Q&A, so asking here." He says, "Priming my rum and bones, guys. Wondering if you thought white or gray. Have some black primer, but since there is a lot of skin, I thought coming all the way up from black to that tone may be hard."
I would definitely go with the gray. The gray would be the best way to go with that. I tried doing it in black, and because of the skin, well, because it depends what you're doing. If you're doing the skeletons, do them black, because then you could just come up with the next color that you come up with is like a Xandri dust or something like that, or a tan that you can do, and then wash over it, and that'll give you that dark look. You want the skeleton are part of the pirates, the undead pirates or whatever. I forget their names. You want them looking dark and dingy because they're dead. They're dead.
Goochman and Joe says, "Hello, Victoria and Rob."
Well, hello, brother. How's it going?
Hi.
Hi, Joe.
Let's
Okay.
see. Marshall B says, "What is a good price to charge someone who wants you to paint miniatures for them, or how would I go about giving a price?"
You know something? I've never charged anybody. I've always done it for charity, or I've done it for just for myself, or just to help somebody. I really wouldn't know. I've seen some outlandish prices, like an army would cost you if you bought it in the store, just the plastics, $59, and then they paint it and they think it's $400. I mean, it's just it's what I think what you think is fair for your time. That's the way I would base it. Now, if I was to do something, I would probably, say it was $100 worth of models. I'd probably say, okay, do I have to get the models? Number one. If you're just sending to me the models, then I would configure the paint into it. So I probably would just double the price. So I would just say to somebody, okay, if it costs you $100 and you send me the models, guess what? Give me $100 and I'll paint your army. There you go. So I can replace my paints.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Next.
Axel says, have you played have any idea why they made 2 base sets?
I don't know why they made 2. That is next. Is it next week that we're doing Shadow Brimstones? For the first time that we're going to do, and because my bestie, Tina, who's going through school and not making any more videos, which is a shame. My buddy there, she did some great videos on Shadow of Brimstone, and I've been dying to get it. I have everything for Shadow of Brimstone. I even started putting everything together, and I want to do a pick it, paint it, and play it with you guys, because you really liked the Dungeon Saga stuff, so I think it would be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And plus it has a real cool girl, and she has 6 shooters and stuff like that, and rifles.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's right up. If she could play a girl figure, she's in. And the girl has to be.
To be fair,
Yes.
if the stats on a guy is better, I would play them. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Janice will always play the girl.
Okay, let's see.
But look for our Shadows of Brimstone stuff.
Kings of War, you can happily play with your WHFB or historical minis. You don't need Mantic minis.
You see,
is Colin.
I couldn't do that. I don't know why, because I know those minis belong to something else. You see, I mean, I could always fill in minis for different games and stuff like that, and I never like doing that. If you make the minis, I want to put your minis in your game and get the feel that you had when you were developing the game. And it's just something weird that I have. I want to play your orcs. I don't want to play GW orcs. I want to play your orcs in your game. Or, I'm kind of weird that way. There you go.
Let's see. What kind of theme do you want to see in a dungeon crawler that you've never seen before? It's kind of hard because I can't really think of.
Nah, you know something? I want to see like a outer space type of thing. Not a Space Hulk thing. Not a Space Hulk, because Space Hulk is on a ship. But that's on a spaceship. I want to go down to different planets and have exploration through caverns of other planets and run into different aliens and stuff like that. And then once you play out that type of scenario, you fly up to your spaceship and reload and level up and stuff like that, and then go to another planet. I think that's cool. Have a campaign system where we're a bunch of astronauts and we're loaded heavily with guns because we hate aliens. We're looking for a place to settle down on another planet. We're the scouting team. And each box set would be a different planet, and you would play 10 missions on each planet. And each planet there's different aliens. Maybe you have ones where they seem like they're friendly to begin with, and they want you to get rid of these other aliens, and then they turn on you, and it becomes a whole story,
Why
and
don't
then
you
you go to
just
another planet.
Why don't you just make your own game now?
Because don't I have enough
You
to
got
do?
all these great ideas. Just make your own game.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't know the first thing about making another game, and nobody would listen to me. So go ahead.
Good. So,
That's my idea.
Matt says it's the human crew. I don't remember what we were talking about.
The human crew.
So,
Okay.
Friggin' guy, he said. This is actually a really funny
That's a
username.
friggin' guy.
Friggin' guy.
Friggin' guy one.
So he says, I have paint brushes and files. I was ready to paint my copy of Descent. Oh, you know what? It says decent. So I'm like decent, but it's Descent. Okay. Descent, but the extra plastic in the seams threw me off. Should I spend 2 weeks on the cleanup or cut corners before painting? Descent is with the S. Descent.
When you're typing, sometimes, believe me, I do it all the time.
Threw me off. He's making me look stupid now.
No, you can do that all by yourself. It depends how, and then it all comes together. Scrape it off a bit. Go ahead.
Let's see. Pete says painting figures for money is. Where is he? What is that currency? Pounds?
Pounds.
Yeah. 2 to 3 pounds a figure is fair for a reasonable standard, starting off especially with no reputation.
Yeah, my reputation's bad. Go.
Okay. Goochman says, Rob, are you going to get the new Walking Dead game from Mantic? I think we were just talking about
Well, we were talking about it, but when it comes out, I'll get it. I know I will.
Did you see that guy from Mantic was on Beasts of War saying that they have about 500 complaints for Dungeon Saga, but have most fixes ready to ship out?
No, I really don't follow Beast of War. I mean, it's a good. I have them. I'm subscribed to them. You know what I find? I find that I'm so busy trying to make you guys content and worry about this community and my Dice Tower responsibilities that I really haven't had a lot of time to watch everybody else. I should probably learn something. They do a better job than I do, that's for sure. Next, young lady.
Wah, wah, wah.
Do you want me to read this one?
No, I got it. It's just like when people type more in the chat, it goes down, so you have to scroll back up.
There you go.
I just finished the painting Alien vs. Predator game miniatures after watching your video on the game. What do you think, AVP, The Hunt begins overall, and the expansions?
The expansions I'm going to be picking up very soon, hopefully. I am doing a video for the Dice Tower and this channel, a review on that game. I don't want to ruin it, but I'll just put it this way, because it's not like you guys aren't going to watch it. You'll watch it anyways, hopefully. I like it. I like it a lot. We like that. Alien versus Predator. You're just mad because you didn't win. Yeah, you didn't win. You were so close.
It was all by a dice roll. It was just chance at that point.
And I'm gonna retape that game because maybe we should do that on Friday.
No, you know what? That's what got me so angry though, because in the instruction manual it said that the aliens had poison ranged attack. And it wasn't until the next expansion came out, so I was at a loss. Everybody else was at an advantage. So.
Well, the new expansions are out. I've got to get my hands on them. They're at Miniature Market, but that's another one that. Boy, it's tough being a small channel. Nobody hears you scream. Nobody hears you. All you want to do is just say, hey, I can do things for you. I want to do things for my people here. I got 1,400 people. Can we get them 10% off on something? Because I think that's good, and all you would have to do is mention my channels to show that I'm doing something for them. But I want to give the savings to you. I'm not even looking for myself, and people don't want to hear it when you're a small channel. But you try to support people that you buy stuff from, and they just don't care. Just pay me, basically. That's all they care about. But getting back to, I want to retake. We were supposed to get 2 dice.
What?
Yes, not 1 die per figure. 2 dice.
But how would I roll under a 5 with 2 dice for the
You have 2 claws. You have 2 hands. That's Justin. Justin. I just learned that today.
He probably did that on purpose. He's probably like, oh yeah, she needs 2 dice. Well, I'm not gonna tell her. I'm just gonna have her do 1. Struggle.
It's dirty here. It's dirty here. But because I was rereading things because I'm doing that review on it this week. So
you basically played it all wrong, and I most likely could have won.
Yeah, I want to redo it.
I did pretty good for just
Yes,
1
you did.
dice.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to redo it. I want to replay it and let you guys play it out, and I'm going to do the commentary.
Okay.
And give you the Alien Queen.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, let's go.
Neutral says, do you enjoy assembling miniatures, or do you prefer them to come pre-assembled?
Sometimes I like assembling them, but lately, because of time limits and time constraints, I have to get things painted, I'd really like for it to come pre-assembled. I really would. Like Super Dungeon Explorer, the first one, it came where you had to put everything together, and it was so frustrating because it was a game that I was trying to get ready for a Saturday, and I had to put that thing together, and oh, what a nightmare. Go ahead.
Joe asks, is Talisman on for Saturday?
Oh yeah.
I kind of want to start earlier than 1 though.
Well, I've got to wear out that dog, so she's got to go to the park. And then I gotta, take mommy for a walk.
You
gotta wear mommy out. No, the only reason is that they've got things to do too, and so we started at 1. I think 6 to 7 hours would be more than enough. Maybe I'll cut some of the expansions out. Not the board ones, but some of the card ones. Just go.
Okay. My buddy Zach, he says, playing a game with others games minis is odd. I agree. He said the only time I've played minis on another is if I'm going from cardboard to minis.
Okay.
It goes down again, so I gotta scroll up. Okay.
We gotta start catching up here.
What about a Wolfenstein dungeon crawl?
That would be cool. But the zombies. That's almost like Tannenhauser, which we have. I mean, it can almost be considered something like that. Okay, go ahead.
Dungeon crawl within an asteroid. They're commenting on your
your
whole idea.
See?
Okay.
What are they saying? Dungeon crawl within an asteroid.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Red Shirt's dungeon crawl is lol. Zach says, "Oh geez, might like No Man's Sky for
if it ever comes
PlayStation
out.
4 coming up if he wants a dungeon crawl on another planet."
Yeah, but that game will never come out. I hate when they promote a game. They go, "Oh, look at this new game. It's coming out in 2017." I don't even know if I'm going to be here in 2017. I'm so damn old.
Okay.
Go.
Colin says, "Weird. My KOW army."
Kings of War.
Okay.
Start learning your game abbreviations.
When people do abbreviations, it can mean several things, so that's where I get confused.
It's okay. You're doing fine.
My KOW army is a Vikings and Normans from various manufacturers assisted by giant undead Vikings from yet another manufacturer.
See, that's really cool, and I like that kind of stuff. But when Kings of War comes out, and you're going to go up against the Galactic Giant, which is Games Workshop, I'm going to want to play your stuff and see if you can go toe to toe with the big boys. And they will always be the big boys, and maybe they can get back to that if they get rid of half these investors. Do you want some more?
No.
I do. Go ahead.
do you say that? Tannhauser?
Tannhauser.
Tannhauser, I got it.
I just said that, yeah.
Okay, Tannhauser would be
Close to
to
a
a Wolfenstein
Wolfenstein.
dungeon crawl. Okay, you just said that. If you want to capture 3DS footage, you could try the site 3DS Video Capture. It will also install a capture card into a 3DS, or you can buy one pre-installed. I'm gonna take a screen cap of that.
Oh, look at you.
And then
Screen cap.
Zach sent me a link.
This is going to be the brains of this operation soon.
He sent me one on Facebook, so I'm gonna look at that after this because I really want to do that. And so she's still around. Have you told Tina about your Q&A?
Talked to Tina.
Tina
couple...
was here for one of them.
Yeah, she was here for the very first one. We talked privately. We'll just leave it at that. We talk privately, so I do talk to her a lot. Her, you know, it's really, you know, she has a lot going on. I'll say this much for her. And, you know, I look at her site. She probably could have been bigger than just about anybody that does this kind of thing. I really feel that she was one of the best. And just, she had a way of doing things. As a matter of fact, I still have it here. Hold on. I'm going off camera for a minute.
Tina's pretty cool.
Huh?
I said Tina's pretty cool.
That's your hero. This is my unauthorized Tina pointer that I used in a couple of videos and just to make her laugh, because I would make certain videos and how she so I made an unofficial Tina pointer. I use it from time to time, and sometimes people catch it, but most of the time they don't catch it.
Okay.
I think she could have been bigger than any gaming website out there if she was able to keep going the way she was going.
Goochman says, don't talk about AVPs as he's still waiting.
Nope, we're not going to talk about it. You're still waiting? See, this is why I don't do Kickstarter.
Okay, so Chad says, have you ever done custom sculpts or mods with green stuff?
Yes. A lot of Nurgle stuff I did back in the day and so forth, which I still have.
Okay. You should see if they would even do 10% off a month. You could pick it, and then they offer the discount to your fans. I know a lot of people that do that. Like cosplayers. They'll go to websites and they'll be like, hey, okay, so I'm super popular. I'll do a review.
We got to become popular first.
Well, we gotta have an audience. You know, the company is
We're
not
trying.
sponsor. Like, oh, you know, I'm gonna do a review and I'm gonna put it on my site, and then I'll have them enter my special code in for 10% off.
Well, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to say, listen, give me a splash screen, and what we'll do is put it at the beginning of the video, end of the video, and just let the people that watch this channel go to your website and give them 10% off or 5% off on things. And then, you know, as we get bigger, or if we get bigger, you know, then we'll talk about something. But you know, for the first year or two, let me just concentrate on.
Look like good people. He says it Astrostar's Descent. DSCNT. Thank you. Okay. We'll see you later, friggin' guy.
Friggin' guys. That's best.
Axel says Batman versus Superman or Captain America Civil War.
Captain America
I know
Civil
your
War.
answer. It's
Captain America
Civil War. Forget it right now because he's like, he loves Captain America. No, like, honestly, like, within my opinion, I don't want to say it. I think Superman is kind of boring.
Here's the problem with Superman. Okay? It's the same problem that you guys run into when dealing with me. Okay? Because you guys are obviously the supervillains of this household, and I am the hero of the household. I cannot be defeated by you.
Okay.
Okay? I can have certain things happen to me, but that becomes boring. The whole
He can be. Superman can be hurt. He can be
but by a
killed.
piece of kryptonite. I've
Yeah.
never seen one planet with so much kryptonite on it. The planet blew up, 2 universes away, and all the kryptonite came here.
Yeah.
That's dumb. Okay?
I
The
just,
problem with Superman is they overpower him, and his villains aren't good. And he beats them. I don't use all my strength.
Yeah.
I don't use all my strength. I use a fact. That was the biggest problem. When John Byrne redid that whole thing and rebooted that series and did Man of Steel, that was good. But they went away from it again. And now Superman again. Because
the only reason as to why I'd be.
why does everybody love Batman so much?
Listen, Batman's a man. Okay.
He's just a man.
He's cool. He's got a lot of mo, kind of like Iron Man. That's why they're really good.
You don't get
That's
it.
why they're superheroes, because they have a lot of mo. They Batman. They're both like the same.
Okay.
But what I was trying to say is Batman and Superman. Batman versus Superman, the movie. The only reason as to why I would kind of be excited about it is because of Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
She's coming out with her movie afterwards, and it's basically after Batman versus Superman, it's going to open it up for the Justice League. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. I thought that correctly.
Yes.
Captain America Civil War, I'm kind of excited about that because
That's gonna
my
be
buddy
good.
Nick's got me really pumped up about it.
First of all, anything with Captain America. Captain America is like really cool.
Okay.
He's like number 4 on my hero list.
Rob,
Yes.
I know you love your World War II war games.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any other historical eras that you are interested in?
Easily, I would have to say I like the Vikings. I like Romans and the Carthaginians. Ancients. I really liked. I was a big DBA. A lot of ancients I enjoyed. World War I thought was kind of boring to some degree. Just trench fighting. I liked a lot of ship battles. Age of Sails of Glory. It's a lot of. It's a good game. Go ahead.
Somebody asked me. It
Oh.
says, Victoria, have you ever cosplayed anything from Star Wars? No. Star Wars, I've only seen, I think, a few movies.
Surprised at that with all the stuff
I
that we
haven't
watch.
seen the new movie, and everybody's freaking out about it. And everybody, whenever I say, "Oh, I haven't seen the new one," they're kind of like, "Are you serious?"
Unfortunately, I haven't seen it either.
But I've been willing since they're coming out with the new movies. I've been willing to possibly like rewatch them. All I know for a fact is Jar Jar Binks was my man when I was little.
Yeah, I did take you to see that one.
I'll talk to Star Wars fans and be like, guys, Jar Jar Binks is the best character ever, and they will get so angry. Like, Jar Jar Binks is terrible, and I was like, no.
Well, you were a little kid.
Well, I was exactly.
And that's what Jar Jar Binks was for. Was for little kids.
Exactly.
But,
okay. Hello, Rob and Victoria. Victoria, I read a news clip the other day stating that the U.S. court is to rule on cosplay being virtually illegal due to copyright complaints. Have you heard about this? I have heard about it. It is clickbait. It definitely is. I don't think that it's real. It was saying something about Ohio, Massachusetts, and Virginia. Cosplay can be illegal, but I don't believe it.
It's not going to happen here because the amount of money that comes in here.
Yeah.
Because of cosplayers. Go ahead.
You are super popular. People just haven't caught on to you yet, says Joe.
If we become super popular, great. It's not going to change the channel. I see too many channels change. I do see too many people sell their souls. I can go on a pretty good rant. Like I said, next week I'm getting interviewed on Barry Reynolds' channel. Right after our giveaway next week, February 3rd, our Q&A. At the very end of the Q&A, we will be drawing cool stuff certificates. And everybody that has entered in, that will all go to Make-A-Wish. Like I said, $1 per person. And
And
people will be getting codes from from Cool Stuff, the people that we draw out. So make sure that you put I want in on one of those Cool Stuff videos. And right after that, I go from here to, maybe I'll just move over a little bit more. And then I have to click into a link, and there'll be a live interview for about an hour or so, which will be past my bedtime, with Barry Reynolds. You know, we're trying to grow the channel. I'm trying to grow the channel. I mean, I would lie if I would say that I'm not trying to grow this channel. I want this thing to be a big thing so that I can, number one, take the YouTube money that we would get. Right now, I think I'm up to $100 after a year.
wow.
And give it to her and pay my staff.
This is why I'm here right now, guys.
Yes, she's now on the payroll. She's going to be doing a lot more things. She's going to be making videos and helping me out with some editing things and just some of the little nagging things that I need to do, so I can concentrate on painting and really upping the quality of the videos and stuff like that. And I'd like to get this big enough. I just think it's stupid for me to ever ask you guys for money. I've had this rant for forever, and everybody's heard it a lot, and it gets kind of old, but it's something I stay very true to, is that you guys shouldn't pay me for having a good time, and that's what this whole channel is, and this is something that she enjoys. So we're going to keep going forward and do our best. But the most important thing is building a community that we can help each other. There's plenty of people that have written. I told you about the library thing, where I'm in the process of working on that and sending out a whole bunch of games to a library out in Iowa, for a very nice woman named Melissa who needs help because she hasn't had funding for 10 years. So, just kind of things like that. That's what this channel's really for, is to help others. Help us all to get together, talk about the good things and the bad things, and just make things better for everybody. I think that's pretty decent enough rant.
Yeah.
I should shut up. Go ahead.
Zach was talking about the cosplay thing. He says it has nothing to do with cosplay. It has to do with uniforms. Also, it won't affect cosplayers that don't sell anything.
There you go.
Have you guys played Post-Human?
We have it. I told you that game would be a lot of fun to play, and we should play it. But we haven't gotten to it yet. Go ahead.
I am with Rob. Superman and his villains are boring. Batman is so great because of his villains, and he is a normal guy.
Yeah, he's a normal guy. See? It's not money. He's got money to buy weapons and stuff like that.
That's what I was saying.
But some of these super villains are just nasty.
That's what I was saying. I was saying that
I got you.
Batman's a normal guy.
Okay.
But the reason why he's so great is because he's got all the money to get his weapons. His car, and
I got you.
And plus, just the Joker,
man. Plus, he's got to outthink everybody. Then he's got to train his body to an unbelievable status.
Zach says, yeah, Batman is interesting because he comes up with clever things. Superman is like a boring one-man punch.
Yeah. It's like, if I hit this person with all my strength, I'll kill them. I can't do that.
One-man punch is an anime. It's a bald guy. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. Okay. Maybe ask your subscribers to say things like that Rob Oren really sold me on X game while standing in the Final Fantasy flight line at Gen Con to generate some interest in the channel. That Robert Oren.
That Robert Oren.
Oh,
that Robert Oren. That channel. What you need to do is go to Board Game Links and click on point. We're number 17 or 18 in the world. Yeah, we have 100. And we're very thankful for that. I'd like to grow the channel, but the thing is, it's not the most important thing. It's the relationships that are built here. It's those type of things, and that's what really keeps us going. I mean, things will come in time. It takes work, and people don't understand that you can't just have things handed to you. You know, I see a lot of people trying to take the cheap way out, and hey, if you give me a subscription, and I'll do this and I'll do that, and I'll, you know, it's all shock and value and things like that. We legitimately are trying to get a good schedule that fits and just do things that people enjoy. And if the subscriptions come, fine. If not, we'll stay right where we are and just keep doing what we're doing and enjoy ourselves. There you go.
Okay. Goochman says, people like Batman because he knows how to use his uniform with his underwear on the inside. Let's make fun of Superman.
Oh, I got that. I go, well, how does he use his underwear?
It isn't a ruling against cosplay directly, it is against high street chains copying couture stuff. Cosplay is collateral damage. A cosplayer my daughter subs to said it was going to end cosplay. I read your reply to my daughter. Thanks for the clarification. Okay. See, Superman is awesome, but depends on tone on good writers. Because he needs a great writer because of his powers, same as Silver Surfer, who would make Superman look so insignificant.
Silver Surfer is very powerful, yes. But Silver Surfer had a lot of weaknesses. Now he doesn't anymore. You know, he's not held down by Earth. But Galactus basically made him with only an eighth of his power. You know, there's just some heroes that should stand above, but not. See, Silver Surfer is a galactic hero, and that's the difference. Superly, you know, truth, justice. Oh, you can't say that anymore the American way. But you know, out there in the galaxy, there's so many more powerful things than the Silver Surfer. So you have people like Thanos always messed with the Silver Surfer. Thanos wrecked the Silver Surfer. But, you know, again, how do you define a hero? And this is something that I've always talked about, is how to define a hero. Matter of fact, this drives you nuts because I'm always giving you the big long speeches. Okay. Is a hero somebody that can easily beat the bad guy? No. A hero, and the definition of a hero, is facing insurmountable odds. Something that you're sure to fail at, but finding the inner strength to go forward and the intestinal fortitude to defeat it. That's a hero. Somebody that is overwhelmed, that rises above. Superman is not that hero. They tried to do it the one time that his biggest story was when he died, and that's when he proved himself as a hero, because he faced overwhelming odds with oh, I forgot the guy that killed him. Oh, I should know this too. Ugh, with the bone hands. Oh, I can't believe I can't remember. It was Superman versus Death something or something like that. Oh God. It's going to drive me nuts. It's going to drive me nuts. I know the stupid thing's name. I was just talking about it. Doomsday. Yeah. Ugh. That was bad. Doomsday. How can you forget Doomsday? That was the one time that he stood up and faced insurmountable odds and shown as a hero. And it's wildly popular. Why? Because he was made vulnerable. And that's what makes a hero, is overcoming your vulnerabilities. There you go. I said enough.
Everybody's like, Doomsday is Doomsday. Doomsday's killed Superman. Okay. What's your favorite superhero and villain from Marvel Universe and DC Universe?
Marvel Universe, my favorite hero is Nova. I always loved Nova. That was the first book I ever read. It's pretty close between him and Thor. Another guy who he may be a god, but facing insurmountable things like Mangog and all that stuff, and Radnok and everything like that. And of course, you're since I'm Odin, you're Loki, and your other sister is Thor. That's the way we go around here. But Nova has always been my favorite hero, my favorite villain. It's a tie between Galactus and Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom had some of the greatest lines ever. Like when he was fighting, Doctor Doom was fighting somebody, and he goes, "I could see the fear in your eyes." It was during a supervillain team up, and Doctor Doom says this immortal line I'll never forget: "Only a fool doesn't fear," and I always lived by that, because somebody that doesn't fear something just leaves himself wide open. You should fear everything, because that's what gives you the intestinal fortitude to defeat whatever is put in front of you, and that's why I never lost. There you go. DC Universe.
What's your favorite hero and villain?
It would have to be Green Lantern. My favorite villain is Darkseid. Darkseid is a bad boy. Go ahead. How about you?
I've already said it
Harley Quinn.
500 million times. Look at my jacket.
Yeah, that's your favorite villain. There's no doubt about that.
Okay.
And Marvel, it's obviously Loki.
Loki is my favorite villain
Marvel.
from Marvel. Yeah, favorite hero. Oh man. You know, that's really hard. I don't know.
I think Mommy's favorite is Flash. Because she loves that show. That is her favorite.
Yeah.
But she likes Green Arrow too. I wonder if we can ever find out. Flash or Green Arrow?
She'll answer back in a while because there's the delay.
Yeah.
Uncle May says, don't change the tone of the channel. I like how real and laid back and positive it is. I'll watch Dice Tower for the slick corpse style, but this feels grounded and real.
That's what we try. That is the heartbeat of this whole thing, is being real and being very close to all our subscribers, every one of them.
At the beginning of this video, before we start, Dad, he goes, are you really going to eat while you're streaming? I said, well, yeah. I'm a human being. I don't gotta starve myself to stream, you know, you feel me? You gotta be real.
We are at that.
Okay.
This is a very, very real. We don't stage anything.
No.
We like to keep things, you know, the way we're doing it, and we're not going to change it. We want to know people like we know Pete and we know Gucci Man, which is Raph, and his wife Gretchen. You know, just get to know everybody. Gothica, Colin. I mean, we see you all here. We see all the comments, and that's what we try to do, is really build up our base with people that we know. So it's a very tight community that if any of you ever get in trouble, that we'll find a way to help you and do the best we can, and just do the best we can to give you our version of just having fun and making you part of our family, if you really think about it.
Both Pete and Caleb agreed with Joe's comment.
Okay.
It says, the reason I watch all of your videos is because of your love of charity and how awesome the community is here, and now I'm hooked on painting minis thanks to you. Thank you
very much. And you know, even with the mini painting, you know, that's something that we try to do, is we try to make it so, you know, we're not showing off as much as we are trying to teach, you know, showing you when I make mistakes and how to fix things, and how I overcome some of the things and challenges that I have, because I'm not the greatest painter, but the whole point is just doing things together. And there's been times people pointed things out, excuse me, I've gone, oh yeah, let me try that, and I tried it and made a big difference. Those are the things that I try to do with this channel. I'm not trying to be the best. All I'm trying to do is just do everything together and build something great. Go ahead.
Okay. Chad said, fundraiser idea for charity. Rob has to cosplay at Dice Tower Con. Victoria chooses outfits and viewer votes.
They will throw me out of there. They will throw me out.
Okay. Gooshman says Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse. How about Courageous Cat? Does anybody remember Courageous Cat?
I
Or
know
Felix
Mighty
the
Mouse.
Cat and his magical... No, you don't remember that.
I know Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse.
Yeah. Green Arrow over Flash, says Pete.
Yeah, I bet you 10-1 that Mommy likes Green Arrow more.
Yeah.
Because he's better looking.
But she's been watching Flash a lot though.
Oh, she loves it.
They
she-
had
She'll
Emily.
go out, she'll show something to me, and I'll walk in the room. She goes, "Who's that person right there?" And I go, and they haven't introduced him or anything like that. I go, "Oh, that's probably Gorilla Grodd." "Oh yeah? What does he do?" I go, "Watch." Sure enough, it's Gorilla Grodd, and then he takes mind control, or Mirror Master, or this one or that one. Oh, that I'll just start rattling. Oh, that's this one, that one, that one. She goes, "Really? What does he do?" She's so interested in it. Her and her shows. She watches Supergirl too.
Riley's here. Riley says, I also love the Flash. Why did you never tell me this about Mom, Vic? Oh, okay. She said, Scene said, I agree. I love the personal feel to this channel.
Thank you.
Gooshman says, woot woot, love you guys.
We love you guys
Just
too. We
just
do
said
everything we can.
hello, so I was saying
Mr.
hi.
Briggs, how are you, sir? That is the human highlight reel. That's basically what we should call him. Jeff, if you ever have a question about something or some game, Jeff will come up with the answer. He beat a man.
I would donate a couple bucks to see Rob in that Yoshi costume. Oh man, it was pretty awesome. Depends on how much. Spiral Mind says.
I'm actually thinking of doing it and then having us tape it. That would be, and just walking around
You know what's really funny?
carrying a big egg.
No, you know what's really funny is you know how those kids, they have those like electrical like trucks that you can plug into the wall, like the cars, like you know how I had a Barbie car when I was little.
Yeah.
And you plug it in, it's electronical. You plug it into the wall and that gives it gas.
Right.
There's a bunch of people that I know that are gonna be cosplaying like the Mario Kart, and they're gonna dress up the little kids like vehicles that you can ride around as the Mario Kart characters.
And then here comes this 250-pound, 6-foot change gorilla Yoshi. Yeah, that'll go over real well. Yoshi. Woohoo.
Spermine said underdog.
Underdog lady.
Neutral says Detective Gordon over Green Arrow over the Flash.
Detective Gordon is kind of cool. Oh, he's talking about that Gotham show. I haven't seen that yet. I've got a lot of binge watching to do.
Okay. Uncle May said, when I was younger, Flash was my favorite, and the TV show is rockin'. But my personal fave is DC. My personal fave DC is Wonder Woman, since her story is new to me.
Yeah, they redid her a couple times, and she's like really, really cool now.
Yeah.
George Perez drew it, she used to sit on his lap, and every year we used to take and get a picture of George Perez with you, and he would sign your Teen Titan book because she loved Raven so much when she was a little girl. And I remember we were standing in line to get an autograph and a picture of him. And it was when MegaCon wasn't as big as it is.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, that's enough. There's no time to do any autographs or anything like that. And I just said, it's okay, Mimi. We'll come back another time. And George Perez just stops and he goes, oh, no. I will stay here and I will sign for this little girl. I always do things for the kids. And he had her come around, and I took a picture for you, which you still have.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just so nice. He drew Raven in the book.
Yeah, I remember that.
Because I still have that.
Uh-huh.
And he was just so nice to her. I will never forget that. And I wasn't like, oh, just one more. I was just like, because I never am forceful like that. You know, if they say that's it, that's it. You know, people have busy lives. Go ahead.
Cushman says Captain Caveman.
Captain Caveman. We have all that on DVD. It's scary.
Captain America versus Batman.
Wins.
Captain America.
It's a draw. They actually have a comic book of it. They couldn't outthink each other.
Axel says, what do you think of Jason? He had a couple of hilarious moments when you guys had the huge marathon.
Jason's a special person. Everybody gets so annoyed at him, but I didn't mind him at all. I thought he was so funny, and he seems like such a lovable guy. I text him here and there when I can. He knows a couple people that I know, and they'll drop things that are just hysterical, because we were at the Dice Tower Con and we were playing this game, and the guys were arguing, and the dude just goes to him. He goes, "See what the box says?" And the guy goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, 8 and up. You should be able to understand this. 8 and up. and every time Jason's with him, he goes, "Is that Rob you're talking to?" "Yeah." "Tell him 8 and up." I just started laughing. It was a funny moment. Go ahead.
Pete says, I'm going to have nightmares about Rob dressed as Yoshi now. Fishman's laughing.
I'm going to have nightmares being dressed as Yoshi.
Jeff says, awesome aliens. Draw in front of the camera. Those guys.
That is a game that's coming up on a special me and nobody else playthrough that I'll be taping.
Matt says, thank you for the help. Gotta go get the warden from work.
His wife. Take it easy, Matt. Safe journeys, my friend.
All right. Neutral says, I love Jason because he loves board games and doesn't care who knows it.
Yeah, you shouldn't care who knows it.
No more.
That's it?
Yep.
Oh, wow. So we're all caught up to date with questions. Cool. All right, what time do we got?
7:57.
Oh, wow, we've been on 2 hours. Another 2-hour event.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. These Q&As go pretty long. Go pretty fast, actually.
Yeah.
Oh. Haven't the company that does All Quiet on the Martian Front, did they go bust? Well, I've got enough of it to start my own war. Did they go bust? You know what the biggest problem is? They never came out with that. They came out with that huge thing for the Americans that cost like $200, but they never did the alien equivalent. So I just never got it. If I know that that's the case, then you know something? I think I'm going to go up in 2 weeks up to Rapier, and I'm going to buy out whatever anybody has of it. And maybe I'll take my camera and I'll tape Rapier, because I found out that Valentine's Day is on a Sunday. So that'd be Mommy's time. But Saturday, you and I can go tape. We can go tape all day at a game convention.
Okay.
If everybody wants to see that.
Axel says, wait, Chad. He says, any games that you purposely left unpainted?
The only reason they're unpainted, I haven't gotten to them.
Okay. Axel says, good night. It's pretty late in Sweden.
Good night, and thank you for being here. We appreciate having you here.
Neutral says, would you let Victoria date a non-gamer?
No, never.
I myself wouldn't date a non-gamer, because then there's nothing to talk about.
Well, there you go.
Chad says, good night. Thanks for your time.
Good night, Chad. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you having here.
Uncle May, he says, what are those Martian things in front of the camera?
These are from a game called All Quiet on the Martian Front. I will show you. And they don't come like this. And as you see, I have painted them and it is for a game that is very, very cool and a lot of fun.
How come that one has a green
This
ball?
was a
That one doesn't?
Kickstarter thing that was another nightmare. Those are goblets, the poison goblets that it shows, and this one has a laser that will tear you from limb to limb. You would like this game.
Alright.
Okay. Yes, they have 40% off lots of stuff now. Oh God, I'm gonna have to take out the credit card. What do you think about 30K over 40K? I like the 30K. I think it's an interesting twist. Right now, I'm trying to stay away from getting invested in that stuff as much as just trying to basically just do their board games and get them squared away and review those and see if that company can bounce back to what it should be. Here's a video for Victoria to do. How to turn your non-gaming friends, relatives into gamers.
I've already done that. Yeah, a lot of my friends they'll come over and then they'll be like, oh, what do you want to do? And I'll be like, oh, you want to play a board game? They're like, what? Yeah, I'll just put out a board game, you know, just play it. And then they end up liking it.
Yeah, and then
they kind of like, hey, what are we coming over next for the next tournament? I'm just like, yes.
Yeah, because our big things are our tournament.
Yeah.
Tournament of Death. Alright, seems like things are slowing down here and everybody's pretty much had enough of seeing us for 2 hours. Plus you can save a lot of it. Victoria looks like... Are you looking who it is? Oh, from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
See, Justin and Victoria would know who that is. Janice.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen Game of Thrones. Tons of people have been asking me to see Game of Thrones. Even let's back up. Back up.
Yep, I have the same thing here.
Let's see. Yeah, refresh.
It's still going?
No.
No. Oh, there we go. Alright. Alright, I think we're starting to run into a little lag here, so it's a good time to call it. Alright, so we're going to call it for tonight. Thanks so much. 2 hours. I mean, that's a pretty long Q&A. And what we'll do is we'll catch you guys next time. Next Wednesday, Victoria and I will be doing Q&A, and then right after that I have an interview which you guys can see live, so hopefully some of you will stick around. No, it's actually online.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Okay, yeah, nobody's coming.
Who's coming into my domain?
Nobody's coming into your domain.
Okay.
With that, Miss Victoria, say goodnight.
Good night. Good night, Zach. He said good night, time for pizza, and then work on Holly Matsuri website.
Okay. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week, and we've got plenty of content coming out this week. Just look for the live stuff, and we'll see you then. Thanks a lot. Any links for voting? Yeah, go to boardgamelinks.com, and you'll see my name, Robert Orn. Just click on the little heart and upvote me.
Oh wow, it says message not sent. Okay. BoardGameLinks.com. Go to websites and scroll to Robert and the heart. There you go.
Or the number.
Or yeah, something like
that. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you soon. Bye now.